Yes, Quaras, back with another one. We drop in, let's keep engaging. Um, Recently, we had our president, Cyril Ramaphosa, attending the presidential inauguration of the Mozambican president, Mr. Daniel Chapo. And people were actually not comfortable with his attendance and saying, why is he attending the ceremony and all of that. And I felt, let me make a bit of my view and put it public. Uguti, what's my view on this? First thing first, guys, let's remember this is politics. Whatever that was happening in Mozambique, it's nothing but politics. And the saddest thing about this whole thing of chaos, protest, unrest, whatever you want to call it, political unrest and everything. So the people who becomes victims of the circumstances are the normal citizens. You would later find that Frelimo and the opposition party, they get together at the gala dinner and eat on the same table. Despite the fact that people were fighting outside, some even died, by the way. And it was very, very, very bad, horrible to witness those protests which lasted for some time, But that's the sad thing about politics. And I think this should teach us a lesson, Uguti, as people, as ordinary citizens. When the political parties, just like here in South Africa, we had MKP accusing ANC of stealing votes, rigging votes, and all of that. I like the way the whole thing was handled because MKP never insinuated that there must be political unrest, we must boycott everything. Even in 2019, ANC did the same. They rigged the elections and stole some ballot papers and all of that. But CIC Julius Malema was responsible enough to say, no, we shouldn't fight. Let's just let it slip out. Because either way, these political parties which are liberation movements and they've got a long history of leadership, sometimes they do get naughty and they get away with that. And there's not much you can do as a political party, the opposition political party, because no matter how hard you fight it, at the end of the day, even the judges and, politics is above the law. It's above everything, whether we like it or not. You talk about politics, you talk about a monster, an elephant in the room that even our legal system cannot even touch politics. So for President Cyril Ramaphosa to attend the inauguration, I am of the view that he had to fulfill that mandate, because if he doesn't attend, despite being invited, it's more like you're entering into the political space of another country. It was going to send a message to Mr. Chapo that Cyril Ramaphosa doesn't want Frelimo to continue to lead Mozambique. He is actually with the opposition party, which wouldn't really make sense. Why wouldn't he attend? I mean, he did the right thing by attending the ceremony, and so that, you need to honor. It's un-African when you get to be invited and you don't honor the invitation and you decide not to, whatever the reasons you have. But if you are invited, at least do the right thing by honoring the invitation. So I think President Cyril Ramaphosa did the right thing by attending. He had to attend, he had to honor everything. And I also saw the former Justice Minister, Ronald Lamola, there. By the way, in South Africa, we thought Ronald Lamola would go there to represent the whole presidency office and all of that. But boom, then we got to know that, also Cyril is here, but I believe he actually did the right thing. You have to honor invitation, especially as African leaders. African leaders should unite, should not have squabbles, because if you can check, Mr. Ramaphosa is invited there in Mozambique to attend that ceremony, presidential inauguration. Now there's peace. There's nothing the opposition can do now. They must just relax and wait for the next elections. They must just, they know also that there's nothing they can do. Unfortunately, by the way, our president is not invited yet at Donald Trump's presidential inauguration. I don't know. I feel like Donald Trump and Cyril Ramaphosa, they've got some sort of unfinished business. They don't connect, They can't really find one another. I don't know what is going on there. But I will be straightforward. I like Donald Trump, by the way, for few reasons. One of the reasons is that that man is like Julius Malema. He calls a spade a spade. He's a man with a backbone. He's not a spineless leader. And if he doesn't like something, he just calls it as it is. So for that reason, I like Donald Trump. But at the same time, I don't like how he actually have that tendency of bullying other presidents into doing something he wants them to do, or maybe somehow having unnecessary, clashes and frictions towards other presidents. Because we can see, it's clear now that Cyril Ramaphosa is in trouble. Donald Trump has got some unfinished business, and the people who are actually behind the beef between Donald Trump and Cyril Ramaphosa is the DA. Helen Zille is responsible for that. DA has been running to America to report everything, to say, the elections are going to be rigged, we need observers and all of that. You inviting them, and they messed up a lot, and running around, going to Ukraine and talking a lot of nonsense there and there. I think they caused chaos by that, and also sending a wrong signal to America that white farmers are being brutally attacked in farms, and crime is everywhere. DA, crime is everywhere. You need to make a peace with the fact that crime is everywhere. There's nothing that proves what the white farmers are being victimized, are being attacked. People die there at squatter camp every day. We witness people dying. They're getting shot and everything. Crime is all-time high. Some, they even get into your shack. They remove the sheets, and they attack you. So crime is horrible. So I don't know whether DA maybe is hoping to benefit something from Donald Trump or what. But for Donald Trump not to invite Cyril Ramaphosa, I think it's the biggest mistake. I think if really he wouldn't invite Ndate Cyril Ramaphosa, I think he has taken whatever that was going on personal to a personal level now. It's no longer about running a country. It's no longer about politics. It's about now personal. And he's showing us before he comes in, this is a kind of a relationship South Africa is going to have with America. And if I was Cyril Ramaphosa, I wouldn't go. Maybe he would go. I don't know. He is not invited anyway. It's a fact. By far, he's not invited. And if they invite him on the last minute, I don't know what kind of invitation would it be, because it's un-African to tell someone on the 11th hour that, no, they must come for a function and all of. As Africans, we need African treatment. We have certain expectations, and we're following certain customs and cultures. So I believe they will settle this beef. But I want to applaud him for attending that ceremony. And the saddest part is that people have died. It's so sad. And average people are the ones who becomes victims. When Mozambique was having or going through a political unrest and all of that, just for votes, guys. I mean, this thing must teach us as Africans, we shouldn't really bother that much up to that extent that we want this leader, we want to push this leader into power. What is it with power? Why do we have to now go through a standstill, you know, because really, whatever that is going on there, it will affect an average citizen. I don't know. That's my view, squatters. I will hear from you anyway about this. Shout out to Ramaphosa for going there to attend that ceremony. Otherwise, Donald Trump didn't invite him. He doesn't bother. I don't know why. But maybe I might be wrong. Maybe they still are going to invite him. Or maybe there's a beef between Cyril Ramaphosa and Donald Trump. We stand to see.